Good morning and welcome to Arlington Life Online.
Good morning.
That's Kathy. I'm Levi. We're excited to be here this morning.
Yes.
This is the first time we've been together with the new
yes,
digs.
and I love it.
So it's very cool. We're very excited about it. Hey, there's little lights back there. They're not on. I wonder what those are all about.
Oh.
They look cute.
Well, they're best. It looks very nice.
They do. I don't think we're supposed to turn our back to the camera. Sorry about that. Anyways, we're super excited to be here this morning. We have some little updates going on as far as things happening at church, things happening during the week. One of the things we're really excited about is we have a virtual men's conference. Now, it's virtual, but it's also in person. So we are going to be a host site. It's going to be in the Upper Fellowship Hall. It's $20. There's some well-known speakers. Scott Drew, Larry Osborne, Derwin Gray are going to be speaking for this men's conference. It's supposedly going to be pretty awesome. It's up by Right Now Media. And if you haven't had a chance to dive into the library, the Arlington Church Library on Right Now Media, please do.
Yes.
It's available for all of our members. And there's a lot of information on there, a lot of videos, children's stuff, devotional material. It's really, really quality.
Do they need to register?
Probably.
Yes.
And when we say that, we always say, go ahead and just email the office.
Okay, yes.
So that's usually the answer to that. And then we'll let them figure it out.
Perfect.
Probably much to their chagrin. But there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
Children's Sabbath School is having a slight transition this upcoming week.
So we've consolidated our Zoom Sabbath school classes.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just one class for elementary aged children. So it's still at the same time, 10:15. You can find the link on our website. And yeah, it's still going.
It's still going. We've been doing that for over a year now.
It is.
That's pretty amazing.
I know. And the last Sabbath was my last Sabbath.
Couple
Sabbaths ago. No, 2 Sabbaths ago.
Okay.
Was my last Sabbath teaching pre-K and kinder.
Okay.
So it was bittersweet.
Are you going to jump back into the in-person?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because we actually need a lot of help as far as teachers go.
Yes, we do.
Our teachers have been super dedicated, but we're operating about 50% capacity as far as our teacher kind of queue is going. And some of those teachers are starting to travel and do things again now that we can do those things.
So we do need some more volunteers and whatnot. But
yeah, absolutely. If you, some of these things we're going over are present. In fact, all the things we're going over right now are present on the Arlington Life Online. That's our weekly newsletter. It is super, super detailed as far as what's going on with church. It's also fairly entertaining. There's always some random rant on there about some question. This week was talking about board games. Board games?
Yes.
You do board games?
Yeah, I do board games.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your go-to board game?
Uno.
Uno. Okay. See,
and dominoes.
I don't know if that's a board game because they're cards.
But
I know we don't It's okay for Adventists. This is old school Adventists. We don't do cards, but we do board games. So now we've kind of morphed it.
So if I had to, because we always do Uno at home.
Okay.
But a board game that we have played would be, it's like a train railroad game that Bella and I play.
Is it a for real game or did you just make this up?
For real
game,
okay. Yes.
All right. Fair enough. Recently, the church has been hosting a number, and I say recently, for months and months now. The Carter Blood Care bus thing has been seemingly, once a month here.
Yeah.
And they have been very thankful for the participation our church members have had as far as signing up. I think we had enough blood in our last draw for 51 different patients, which is pretty amazing.
That's so awesome.
It is.
They were super thankful to us because we're our church hasn't closed during the pandemic. So, they've been able to, come to us and they're really extremely thankful to our church and for you all for helping and so.
And we, this is not the only way we interact with our community. We have that kind of indirect interaction through Carter Blood Care, but we have a much more direct interaction with our local community through Revive.
Yes, and let me talk to you about that. This last week they did, it went really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
They gave away 9,000 pounds of food.
It's pretty amazing.
That is amazing. This week they had treasure grove of poblano peppers as well as 12-pound boxes full of fresh vegetables to give away. And so the Revive ministry is just blooming. The Lord's been awesome. He just continues to bless the food pantry, and really just thankful for everyone that helps there at church, donating food. Just we thank you so much. So,
and it's amazing once you start kind of putting yourself out there, the community actually starts to find you, and not just the community that is asking for services, but also the community that is seeking us out. Recently, the National Guard is going to start utilizing our parking lot. And so we're going to double up, and we're going to kind of every other week kind of do our Revive, and then they're going to do their food stuff and their food services.
Isn't that amazing?
It is really, really cool. I'm really proud of us that we're on somebody's radar. And so we're like, hey, they're a relevant church in their community. Like, isn't that what we always strive to be, want to be? So it's pretty amazing.
Praise the Lord, and awesome. It's just so awesome.
As far as what we need, we're always in need of food, but specifically it was rice, beans, rice, and rice.
Yes, and diapers.
And and we're always in need of diapers.
Yes.
Very good call. All sizes.
Yes.
Whatever you happen to see as you're walking down your Walmart aisle, grab those, chunk them in your cart.
Yes, I remember one week we had boxes and boxes of diapers, and by the end of the day, we didn't have those boxes.
Yeah, we never. Well, sometimes there'll be a little extra food. There are never extra
diapers.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So that's kind of the extent of our information for us. We're going to come back on the other side of a short video with Dr. Trent Boyko. It has been great seeing you guys this morning.
Happy Sabbath.
Happy Sabbath, everyone.
Awesome. Welcome back. We are here with Trent Boyko.
Hi.
And you are a physician at?
Medical City, Arlington, in Arlington, Texas.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of questions for you. So, before that, tell us, how did you end up here at Arlington?
Wow. So it's a long story, but I'll try to make it really short.
Okay.
So I went to college in Lincoln, Nebraska, at Union College, and I did nursing there. And after I became a nurse, I moved to Loma Linda University. Okay. And I worked at Loma Linda Hospital for about 5 years. And meantime, I started my classes to go back to medical school.
Okay.
And I met my wife there at Loma Linda.
At Loma Linda?
So.
Oh, I didn't know this. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. And so we got married there, and I did medical school, and we did residency. We moved to Florida for 3 years, and she's from Texas.
Yeah.
So I ended up coming back to Texas because she was tired of following me around for all those years. So, and her family lives in Texas, and Dallas is the closest I would get to the rest of her family. So
now you're here in Arlington.
So now we're here, yeah. We chose Arlington. We had Austin, Plano, Texas, and Arlington, Texas were the three places, and we chose Arlington because of Burton Academy.
Okay,
so
that is really good.
It was K through 12, and we really liked the school.
And now you're here.
And fortunately, we love Arlington too. So.
Oh, we love you guys. We love you guys. So, this is a really loaded question here.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you, but how was it like, or how has it been being a physician during a pandemic?
Sure. At first it was somewhat apprehensive. This is something that we've never done before, and nobody's done before. So it was a little nerve-wracking at the beginning. We got used to wearing gowns and gloves and masks for everything.
You had to be completely covered.
Yeah, for most patients, we had to wear a mask all the time. So we, work 12 hours straight, and same with all the other staff, the nurses and everybody else that works in the emergency room. So that was tough to get used to.
Yeah.
And first it was a little bit scary, because we didn't know what we were dealing with, and then it became routine. And really now we still wear masks. And
do you have to be completely covered?
Not completely covered. Most of us are vaccinated, and we don't see as much anymore as we did originally. But we still wear masks all the time in the hospital. And really I feel the safest working in the emergency room than I do even out in public. So
yeah, because you had to have a clean environment.
Yep, yeah. We have a lot of doctors in our group, and some of them got sick with COVID. Nobody got sick with COVID actually working with patients. It was always with a family get together. They get together with their parents or something for the weekend, and then they would come down with COVID.
So it wasn't an employee to an employee, was always out from outside. Oh man. And so tell me what kind of lessons that you felt like you've learned from last year.
Well, most of them are not even medical related. I mean, there's so many things medical wise that we're learning and will continue to learn over the next few years regarding shutdowns and quarantines and masks and everything, all these controversial things that probably don't need to be controversial. But I think the biggest thing that I've learned is that we are social people, and really it's so important to connect with people. We went through the pandemic to the shutdown, and we weren't seeing anybody from church or anybody from our families, and it takes a toll. It's hard.
It was really, really hard.
A lot of anxiety and depression out there. I mean, people coming into the hospital, and they'd have a lot of symptoms and a lot of signs of different things, but it kind of all boiled down to just being isolated and not having the connections that they had. So
and then the unknown of not knowing what's going to happen, that adds to it, everything. And so how did your family? How was your family in all of this?
So at first it was somewhat difficult, because trying to keep all of my kids from going out was quite a challenge, and that didn't work out so well. But now it's good. We've all kind of adjusted to the new normal, and everybody is out there making their. I went to visit my family in North Dakota like a week ago.
A week ago for the first time.
Haven't seen my parents in 2 years, and my brother in like 4 or 5 years. So,
oh man.
So it was good. So I'm
so glad. I'm so glad. And you've been coming to outdoor church.
Outdoor church.
And tell me, there's been a lot of people coming to outdoor church.
Yeah, I so appreciate the Arlington pastoral staff in making that available.
Yes.
They've really stepped up during the pandemic, I feel, and outdoor church has been the best. We've gotten to know a lot of new people, and it's people coming to our church that their churches are still not open yet, and so we've gotten to know those people, and I think some of them probably will continue to come to our church.
And I believe we'll continue having outdoor church.
Yeah.
It's at 10:15 or at 10?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
And you
come
just
as you are. And
yes, and you bring your chair.
Chairs. You hang around with people afterwards. You can bring things to eat if you want. Or,
Yeah, I've only gone once,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to
yeah,
going.
we brought our dog a couple times. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
Not sure if everybody's appreciated that, but I think it worked out well for us. So.
Hey, that's good. We're outside, and that's good for you
Yeah.
guys. Well, I thank you so much for being here with us this morning. We really just appreciate you and your work. It's been a really hard year, and for you to have, continue to do your
Sure.
work and to help others, we really thank you so much.
Well, I've appreciated the Arlington Church through this whole period. I think they've done a fantastic job of dealing with the pandemic and reaching out to a lot of the church members.
I agree with you on. If we didn't have our church, I think our whole year would have just been completely different. We would have been struggling much more. So
Yeah.
we've had a really good foundation to just, fall on, even when we couldn't fall on it at home or work. Our church has been really consistent. So,
and sometimes what I've appreciated and at the outdoor church, Pastor Kevin and the rest of the pastoral staff has been speaking mostly, but they've made it a point to look around, see who's not here, reach out to those people who aren't here and just tell them you appreciate them and you miss them, and I think that's a really great thing to do, just on a personal level with your family members and things, or friends that you haven't seen in a while.
Yes.
Reach out to them. Everybody has gone through a lot of struggles, and nobody has been immune from the effects of what's been going on.
what's going
for the last
on?
couple
I
years,
know,
so.
and it was going to linger.
Yeah, it's
still here.
It's still here. It's
Things
actually
are-
going up a little bit right now, so it's not over yet. But
It's not over yet.
Yeah.
I can't wait when it's over.
yeah,
Well-
it's hard not to go crazy out there or just start traveling and stuff.
I
But,
know.
I've been kind of doing that.
You-
but, yeah.
We kind of have to kind of go outside and but that's the great thing about having outdoor church, and we can at least socialize outside. If you're not comfortable, if you're comfortable, we're still here. But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for all you do.
Well, thank you.
And happy Sabbath, everyone.